Hello, Yuuki fam here on the Game Development Channel. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's been a while since the last updated. I got something for you today, and it has something to do with one of the mechanics I introduced in the last video, which was the boosters. Today, we're going to be taking a look at how boosters actually can change the MP cost of cards being played. Now, I will tell you, we had to remove the mana mechanic because that is too much to handle. Why? Because if you can't count, if you're tracking way too much things, it's gonna be harder for players. So we are gonna go ahead and show you guys what I decided to change. So we have a new character, by the way, because of this new mechanic. Introduce this new mechanic. We have a new character named Kyle, who is a swordsman, young swordsman. Now I'm gonna introduce his deck to you all, and his deck consists of swords. Duh. He is a swordsman for a reason. I want to introduce a few cards that will influence how you play with Mr. Kyle over here. Young Kyle, if you will. So the first card, obviously the Sword Strike, that's his main attack card, unless you upgrade it to Sword Strike True. Sword Strike 2, if I decide to make a full game out of this, that will be 3 damage plus 0. What is the bonus? You can use the bonus to add more attack points. How many and more attack? You use the focus card. Now there's a few types of focus card. The focus card without the plus sign is +1 attack to all sword strike cards in your hand, and I am very specific. In your hand, everything in your hand that is a sword strike card is getting a +1 bonus to that card, and unless it's modified via enemy attacks or bonuses, then that's going to stay a +1. So, for example, Sword Strike here, let's say one card got played and you got the focus card and you use it. This would be a 4 instead of a 3 because it's 3 plus 1. We have another card here called Sword Fever, which allows you to get 2 more Sword Strike cards to your hand. Remove after use, meaning this card is removed from play until the next battle. So you get this guy, and then you get 2 more of that guy. Then we have another card called Locked In. All Sword Strike cards in the deck get a +1 bonus to their attack. So any Sword Strike cards that are currently in the deck that have not been played yet get a +1. This carries over if you, for example, play another Locked In card. Let's just say that I decided not to do the remove mechanic, and you get another one of the Locked In. That +1 bonus is applied again to the deck. We have another card called Sword Surge. It allows you to heal 3 MP, Kyle only, and 3 Sword Strike cards will be added to your hand and to your deck at the same time. So any cards added to the hand, when you play them, will be in the discard pile and then will be reshuffled back into the deck like normal. We also have Sword Rush. This is the card that allows you to modify MP cost for your sword strike cards. MP cost of sword strike cards in the hand and are reduced by 1. So for example, now there is no negative number, so if it's 0, it's 0. But let's say you use a card like Focus Plus. Focus Plus will add 2 bonus attacks to the sword strike cards in the hand and deck, but will add 1 in terms of MP cost to use. By default, the MP cost of Sword Strike is 0. If you use Sword Focus Plus and you get a +2 bonus to your hand and deck, but with the MP cost of +1, this will become a 1. So let's go ahead and see it in action. And then you're also going to see another change. The other change is I am working on modifying the HUD. Although it's not ready yet, as you guys can see, we still have the mana pool right here that's going to be removed. This is all going to be removed except for the bullets and the cards bullet. This is going to get a change right here. I'm working on making like a playmat kind of deal. So that's going to be changed right there. Keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and play with Kyle here. That you can see what we got. Let's see what we got first. Ooh. All sorts of cards in my hand, you get a +1. This gets a +1. That gets a +1, +1, +1. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. And then I'm going to sword strike here. Twice. Keep in mind, does not cost me empty because it's not at 1 yet. Also, the skill Vigor Down. If the enemy plays Vigor Down, I have modified it. I modified the penalty. So originally, I was supposed to have flip -2 to your attack on single shot and sword strike. But -2 is a lot, especially if the enemy uses it twice. That would be -4. So I want to be making sure it's balanced. Okay, let's see. We got sword third. We got a sword strike here. I'm gonna sword strike this guy, and I'm going to. I'm gonna be good. I'm good. That is -1. That is -2. So this should be a -2, yeah. If this was the original plan for Vigor Down -4, -2 each, this would be a -4 and you're not gonna deal any damage. With a -2, you're gonna deal 1 damage because it's 3 -2. Does 3 damage plus the bonus. The bonus is -2. So 3 -2 is 1. Assuming I had bullets. Which I don't. As you guys can see there. Now I do. This would be a 1. Ooh, I got focus. That's what I wanted. Okay. It's actually good news because I have Sword Fever in play. I'm gonna use that. Then I am going to focus player. I'm gonna get +1 to these guys. I should have used Sword Surge too. That's okay. Because that could have been another 4. The way you play it, you gotta be very careful. You gotta think about it. Nice. Ooh, focus plus. Let me see if I want to do it now though. Okay, I'm gonna do it just because I wanna show it off. So hand +2, dex +2, but MP cost is now 1. So as you can see here, the next sword strike card in the deck is a 1. The next sword strike card is a 1 as well, as you guys can see here. Hold on one moment. Hopefully you saw that. So anything in the discard pile does not get it because it's only hand and deck. So as you can see, this is still a 0. This is still a 0. And this is still a 0. But in the deck, you notice that this is now a 1. Notice that this is a 1 now. Let me undo that. There we go. This is a 1, and then the other one will be a 1 as well. From there. Okay, so the little heads up there. We're gonna use Sword Strike again to 6 because, and the reason why it's 6, the bonus was 3. So any effect that granted bonus from the deck and hand will apply even if the card is not even out yet. But that cost me 1 MP because of the thing here. Let me see how many is in the deck. 2. Now I'm gonna use Sword Rest to reduce that back to 0. If we play it, if we see it now it's back to 0. Because I use Sword Rest, meaning the MP cost of Sword Strike is 0. It's minus 1. But it was at 1, therefore it's now at 0. Now keep in mind, right now I don't have any cards that modify MP cost as the enemy here. The enemy does not currently have a skill at this moment where the MP cost of your cards go up by 1 or 2 or X, depending on what number you like. That is just because I'm just showing you this off for the first time. But once I feel that it's comfortable, I'm gonna start like making sure that it's balanced the whole way. I don't want to just give you, oh, it's free MP. No, 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 sir. I'm gonna do something similar with Freya's deck for her skill with magic. So that's why next time we do a HUD update, this is going away. This is going to be changed. And I'm going to change this out and do something with that. Make it more presentable for the next um big part of the game. Now we might be wondering, when is the tower? The tower is almost ready. I think once I implemented this officially, this mechanic officially, I can start talking about the tower itself, the mini tower, for the title of this game. Now I want to keep you informed now that um there is a little another project I'm working on, and it has something to do with a card game, and it is something like this, but it's not an RPG Maker MV. If you guys do not know, I just started a channel called Tabletop Tales. Tabletop Tales is a channel dedicated to tabletop gaming. Now, obviously, I've been showing you guys the video game that I'm making for you guys. But what does this have to do with Tabletop Tales? Well, a card game is played where? On a table, normally, right? And what does a card game need to have? A table and cards and stuff. So where am I heading with this? I just recently purchased a tabletop simulator. What is that? What kind of game is that? Tabletop simulator is a sandbox where people, normal people like you and I, can actually do like, and not just play a game, but you can the word is prototype. The correct term is prototype. And I have seen people make game out inside of tabletop simulator. Why is this important in terms of the game development channel? Because I am actually influenced a little bit by the game I'm making to prototype something in Tabletop Simulator. Albeit it's more of a D&D slash card game mechanic thing, but it has nothing to do with it's nothing to do with swords. Shields, yes, it has something to do with a famous character, and I think you know who it is, especially if you know my main channel. And that character in question is Mr. Mario over here. What does Mr. Mario have something to do with this video? Because remember, Mario is very famous, right? And what do we see? Fireballs, stars, shells, red shell. And what do we also see in his games? Coins. What do you see in video games? Magic. So I am prototyping something similar to what I just showed you in Tabletop Simulator. Although there will be a D&D mechanic. I cannot show you what it is right now because I just started learning how to play with Tabletop Simulator. However, if you are interested in following that particular journey, check out my Tabletop Tales channel. If you are interested in learning about tabletop games itself, along with D&D and other cool indie projects, I am actually doing an introduction video on this particular channel after this video. So after this video is done, most likely the introduction video for 2025 for Tabletop Tales is actually up, or maybe will be up later. But I am excited on this journey. Okay, so that is the game development update plus a little preview of another project, if you will. Now that this mechanic is starting to get into play, I can start officially showing you the tower in our next update. Although you're gonna need to wait for a bit because I'm thinking of something for that tower where if you beat an enemy you get a card. This is gonna become a rogue like, meaning meaning you get a card for every time you win a battle. Why is this important? Because I am, again, like I mentioned earlier with the tabletop thingy simulator thing. I'm thinking about this as a roguelike. You beat enemy, you get card. You lose, you start over, kind of thing. But not really. Although for the tabletop simulator game, yeah. For RPG Maker MV, no. I'm gonna be nice. I have to be nice. Come on, my first one. Come on now. I'm a nice guy. It's, when it comes to RPG Maker MV. But when it comes to tabletop simulator, good luck. Have fun. Anyway, that's the update. You guys are interested? Now, enjoy, and we'll see you guys on the next update. And keep on playing cards.